Hi, we're in Philadelphia. This is Warren Muller, and we are at
Bahdeenahdu studio.
And it is, what neighborhood is this considered?
This is in the South Kensington neighborhood of Philadelphia.
Okay, and so the name of your studio?
Oh, Bahdeenahdu? The name came from a sound that I heard outside my window when I first moved to Philadelphia. I heard this man every morning saying, Bahdeenahdu, Bahdeenahdu. And when we tried to think of a name, I remembered that this man was calling his dog. And I said to my partner RJ, what do you think of this sound, this word? And he said, that sounds like total fun. It doesn't mean anything, but part of the idea of our studio is that it's fun, it brings pleasure into people's lives. So we thought this would be a fun way to answer the phone, like, good morning, Bahdeenahdu. So, and it's just a rhythmic kind of sound.
So you are an artist and you also run the studio. Can we take viewers through and you can tell us a little bit about everything?
So in the studio, my partner RJ is an interior designer. So he's responsible for making this space look how it looks. This was just an old garage when we bought it about 7 years ago. And we cut a big hole in the ceiling and raised up the ceiling 28 feet so I could build bigger pieces. And what I do is I make lighting. You can call them chandeliers. I do sometimes because they hang from the ceiling, just to give a familiar context. But I could take you around and show you.
Well, we can't not talk about the one that's in your window because that's fabulous.
Oh. I forgot the name of it, but
that's okay.
It's mainly red and white light, and most of my pieces, they're just all recycled materials that I find in junkyards and flea markets. And my friend Tony has a demolition company, so he brings me a lot of things. I don't know what else to say about it.
That's okay, let's go. Let's take a look at everything.
This one here is called Pee-wee, and I named it Pee-wee because it's made out of old glass urinals. So,
now, do you find these in junk stores? I mean, do you find them in not junk stores,
everywhere.
Junkyards?
Junkyards, flea markets, mainly. People bring me a lot of things that sometimes work for me, and sometimes I give them to somebody else, or I throw them away. Or, you know.
What's the Philadelphia art scene like?
Oh my God, it's just completely, it's exploding. It's exploding. I've been here about 40 years, and when I first came here, there was almost nothing that you could call an art scene. But over the past 40 years, it's been a place that has been so welcoming to artists from all over, especially New York. New Yorkers who come here, it makes them think about how New York was. It's very neighborhood oriented. There are lots of places to rent inexpensively, and artists, big spaces that artists can use to work. And people come here and buy buildings. They say it's cheaper to buy a building here than to live in a lot of other places. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but
enjoy it while you can, right?
Yes,
so Philadelphia is getting sort of a lot of not just national attention, but worldwide attention. You're having the Pope visit in August.
Yeah.
And the following year, in July, the DNC convention will be held, which will, be where whoever the Democratic nominee, takes their presidential campaign forward. Why Philadelphia? What's so special about Philadelphia that it gets picked for not only a very religious thing, but also, the presidential? I mean, it was in here in 2002 as well, and it was a very well.
I'll tell you, I'm an artist, and I'm in my cave all day working, and people come here, and I think I'm not the only one that's doing that. People that come here, artists especially, because that's mostly who I know, they're very dedicated to their work, and I think artists have led the way to make this a desirable place to come for other people. And it just seems, for whatever reason.
Is Philadelphia home to you now?
Yeah, it is. It's the most friendly place I've ever lived. I left Philadelphia for about 13 years looking for a more perfect place, and I moved to Colorado, San Francisco, Berlin, New York, and again I came back to Philadelphia because when I visited Philadelphia again after all that time, I realized that everything I wanted was here.
Now, given the address of where we are,
1522 North American. This is the old industrial part of the city, so there have been a lot of factory buildings. Some of them are still here, but on American Street there are a lot of vacant lots. So.
And if people want to find you, do you have a website? Are you on social media at all?
Yes, we have two websites, warrenmuller.com, which is my name, and then Bahdeenahdu.com, Bahdeenahdu. And on that website you could find the work of RJ, my partner, who's interiors, and also my lighting.
Thank you so much for doing this. I hope everybody, when they come to Philadelphia, checks it out.
Yeah. Check us out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.